Hello, I'm Lorna. I'm a private English teacher. The purpose of this video is to give you some ideas to recreate an English-speaking environment at home as though you were living in an English-speaking country. And this will help you learn English more easily, more effectively, and more conveniently. I will tell you what works for me. I try to visit English-speaking countries as much as possible. In my case, I love going to England and to Scotland, but I live in France, so I try to immerse myself in the English language and British culture on a daily basis. So here's what I do, and you can do the same if you think it's a good idea. Think of all the things you can change to English in your environment. Let's start with books. It's fairly easy to find books in English or bilingual books, including second-hand books in a brick-and-mortar shop or online. You can also find newspapers or magazines. Next, you can change the language on your television. Reach out to me if you don't know how to do that. So you can watch British and American films and series with the original soundtrack if it's available. Many series that you are already watching can easily be changed to English with or without subtitles. And it's the same for films and series on streaming platforms. There are American and British news channels that can be automatically included in your TV package, for instance, BBC World or CNN. It's interesting to watch the news on a foreign channel because it can give a different point of view on some events, including events taking place in our own country. You can listen to an English radio station or podcast. They're fairly easy to find on the internet, and there are English radio apps that you can download for free on your phone. You can try different radio stations to listen to different English accents. On your computer or game console, you can install video games in English when this option is available, which is often the case. It's particularly useful if you play games that use everyday vocabulary, like live simulation games. You can also try to do puzzles like crosswords in English. There's a lot of free content on the internet. So if you choose a topic of interest to you, you'll easily find websites, blogs, videos, and articles dealing with this topic in English. If you have a hobby like gardening or a sport, you can find content in English about that. You can visit online shops that sell DIY tools, beauty products, clothes, or food to learn the vocabulary, but also to see how things are presented in other countries and what products are available. People in different countries don't consume exactly the same things. If you like cooking, you can find written or video recipes and try to cook an English, Irish, Scottish, American, or other dish, or see how traditional French dishes are prepared in other countries. Some recipes can be quite surprising, and if your dish doesn't taste great, you need to decide if it's because you didn't understand the recipe or if there's another reason. If you need to use English at work, you can look for content in English related to your line of business. For instance, videos showing people doing the same job as you, websites of companies that are similar to yours, and so on. It's very interesting to see how things are done in other countries. You can also practice speaking in English a little bit every day. It can be a joint goal that you set with someone else, like a family member, a friend, or a co-worker. Otherwise, you can, of course, talk with an English teacher. But even if no one else is available, you can still talk to yourself. You can watch my video entitled Talk to Yourself, where I list all the benefits of talking to yourself aloud in English. You can practice reading aloud subtitles at the same time as a speaker on the video to mimic their pronunciation, intonation, and delivery. You can do that with my own videos because I almost always provide a French version and an English version with same language subtitles that I personally check and I speak rather slowly. You can also find songs that you like, try to understand the lyrics, and try to sing along while mimicking the singer's tone and pronunciation. If you watch TV or video in English for a little while, if you read or listen to something in English, if you talk a little bit in English, it doesn't have to be for a long time, but if you try to do something in English every day to recreate an English-speaking environment around you, you'll really see some benefits. You'll progress much more quickly, especially in terms of your listening skills. It's the area where I see the quickest progress amongst my students when they follow my advice to watch or listen to programs in English. Listening will also help you improve your pronunciation. Your reading skills will also improve if you read in English. You'll learn and retain more vocabulary, and most importantly, you'll build self-confidence. You won't feel so disorientated when you find yourself in a situation where you need to use English, because you'll be used to it. And English will really become a way to communicate and not just homework. And if you watch or read authentic content, that's content that was not created for the sole purpose of teaching English, but that was created by native English speakers to talk about their lives or the news, you'll learn not just a language, but also a culture. You can choose a different short activity to do every day in English. You can even create a schedule, because it can make things easier for you if you set aside a time slot, especially if you're very busy or if you find it difficult to stay constant and you want to be sure to remember to do something in English every day. For example, on Monday morning, you can listen to the radio in English on your way to work. On Tuesday, you can read a blog post about your hobby on your lunch break. Wednesday evening, you can watch your favorite series in English, and so on. I can help you build a schedule if you need help. Most of these suggestions are things you can do for free. Everything you do in your daily life in French, ask yourself if you could do them in English. You might not be able to visit an English-speaking country right now, but you can recreate an English-speaking environment around you, even if it's only for a few minutes every day. And if you do this on a regular basis, this immersion will really help you make progress and help you take an active interest in the language as well as the culture of different English-speaking countries. Feel free to reach out to me if you need more suggestions, or if you need help finding content that might be of interest to you, or if you want to suggest other ideas that I haven't thought of. You can leave a comment or contact me directly. My contact details are in the description of my channel and of each video. And remember that you can ask me for a free first lesson without any obligation. Thank you for watching this video, and see you next time.